Michael, so here in the last week or so, there were like little clues beginning to emerge that something may be coming. What was the sense in Israel? Did people feel like, I mean, it's been talked about for years, decades, hitting Iran. Did people feel like this was imminent, or was the Israeli population broadly kind of caught by surprise here?
We were caught by surprise then. The prime minister's son is supposed to get married Sunday night. Nobody thought that this was going to happen ahead of that event. So happens our community is also supposed to have weddings on Sunday, Monday night as well. But nobody thought that was going to happen. I was at an event last night on the beach for a group that brings interns to work in companies, including my company. We have two of them coming in for the summer from America. And there was about 150 college-age students there who are participating in this program. We were all having drinks on the beach and chatting about everything under the sun, and not at all about a potential attack on Iran 6 hours after that. So it was, I mean, it was chatter, obviously, and we saw what was going on with the American bases and all of that. But you know, first of all, we have had, if I could count the number of times when we thought, well, maybe we're approaching an attack on Iran in the last 20 years, there are a lot of such instances. So, yeah, no one that I know thought this was as imminent as it turned out to be.
And do you, I mean, there's been, public opinion's been all over the place since in the last 2 years here. Is it your sense the country is unified? Like we had to do this?
I think the answer is an emphatic yes, and I think the answer will be more of an emphatic yes the more people understand what I didn't understand really until I saw some of the reports this morning that we always talked about the fact that, you know, Iran was on the threshold for so many years, but, you know, when were they going to push to break out and actually create a nuclear weapon? And that was happening. And it seems clear from the reporting this morning that that was happening. And so this was not, in my mind, in any way an elective operation. This was a matter of survival. Iran has been threatening to destroy Israel since the revolution, 1979. And they devote more resources to trying to kill us than they do to their own people. And they're very clear and upfront about that. And so, you know, I think it has been the consensus across the political spectrum in Israel that under any circumstance, we cannot allow Iran to get a nuclear weapon. And, you know, the lessons of the people say, and some of the things that are already coming out about this operation, about how there was a base in Iran that was set up by the Mossad with drones. Some of the things just make the beeper operation look like child plays. And I've gotten questions, you know, how does that happen? And my answer really is there's 6 million reasons. Like last century, we saw what happens when we didn't take threats seriously. And we're not doing that anymore. And so, yeah, I think there is enormous broad political consensus in favor of this.
Want more great clips like that? I've got an idea. Hit the subscribe button, be part of the Two-Way community, never miss a clip. And you can always watch our full episodes, join them live, go to twoway.tv.